Also at this hour, protests flared up in Paris after the Macron government pushed through unpopular pension reform without a vote in the lower house. There were chaotic scenes in French parliament with boos and shouts for the prime minister to resign after she used a special procedure to push through the bill. Demonstrators took to the streets in several French cities, including Marseille and Paris. Police fired tear gas and water cannon to disperse the angry protesters opposing the reforms. In Nantes, demonstrators hurled objects at police and overturned rubbish bins on the streets as smoke from tear gas rose around them. More in this next report.
French Prime Minister Elisabeth Borne met boos and jeers and lawmakers holding signs of protest as she told the National Assembly that she would skip a vote on an unpopular pensions bill and force it through. The session was suspended for 2 minutes after left-wing lawmakers singing the national anthem prevented Borne from speaking. And protesters gathered outside. But in the end, Borne invoked Article 49.3 of the Constitution to raise the retirement age by 2 years to 64. The government says it's essential to ensure the pension system does not go bust. According to a source present at a last-minute meeting, President Emmanuel Macron told Borne and others he had wanted to go for a vote, but considered the financial and economic risks of the bill being voted down too great. Here's Borne announcing the move.
Today, on the Parliament bill, and due to the uncertainty hanging over a few votes, we cannot take the risk of seeing 175 hours of parliamentary debate collapse. We can't take the risk of seeing the compromise built by the two assemblies dismissed. We can't bet on the future of our pensions. This reform is necessary.
Pushing the bill through after weeks of protests and fractious debate shows that Macron, a centrist, and his government failed to garner a majority in Parliament. Far-right leader Marine Le Pen said Borne should resign. There have been weeks of rolling strikes and massive protests in Paris and beyond, with trash piling up in the streets. Opinion polls show a vast majority of voters oppose the pension reform. Trade unions say there are other ways to balance the books, like taxing the wealthy more. Thursday's move is likely to add fuel to the fire in raging unions, protesters, and left-wing opposition parties who say the pension overhaul is unfair and unnecessary.
WION is now available in your country. Download the app now and get all the news on the move.